Today I'm going to build a real headboard. I'm not going to paint one. Alright, so this is all the stuff you need. Here's the plan. We have a T-square, safety glasses, earplugs, pencils, speed square, measuring tapes, wood glue, some screws. We are using inch screws and 1 1/4 screws, jigsaw, and a screwdriver. Also, a chainsaw? Chop saw. Also a chop saw here. I'm going to lay out what I need. I have these 3 boards that are going to be the main headboard, and then these are going to be on the sides as a support. So I'm using one of these guys, so you can just move it around. I'm using this to cut this board. I got a longer one because it was cheaper, and you just make sure the edges meet. And then I'm just gonna draw a line right here, like that, and that is where I'm gonna cut through the line. I'm going to cut it on this chop saw, and then I'm using the rest to make one for the other side as well. Make sure the saw matches up to the line where you have it. And then we're just going to... Same thing on this side. After I chop this board to get the other side, just measure. Also, if you know all your measurements, you can have your boards cut at Lowe's or Home Depot. So you don't have to, if you don't have a saw like that, they can cut it for you. Okay, so we cut all the boards that we needed to size, and just gonna line everything up to see where we're gonna put everything. I'm using this middle piece that was left over from our board cuts to put it in the middle for extra support. And we're doubling up the sides too because we want to do a design on the edges. So that's why we're doing the extra boards around the edges. Okay, next we're gonna mark where we're gonna put the biscuits. We're using these to join the 2 pieces. So we're gonna insert them like this. So where the boards meet, that's where you wanna mark where you wanna put them. And I'm just roughly estimating 1 on the side, 1 in the middle, and 1 more on this side. Okay, we're using the biscuit cutter. That's where I made my mark earlier, and I'm lining it up with that marker right there. See that little slot? That is where we're gonna add the little biscuit here and I'll join the other wood board. Okay, I'm using wood glue. This is just a random one I picked up at Lowe's. It's Tight Bond original wood glue. You're gonna stick it into your biscuit cuts. Okay, then you're gonna take your biscuits and just stick it in. Okay, so I put more glue on the other side of the board inside the biscuit cuts, and I'm going to just join the biscuits in. Okay, so now these are put together. We're going to do the sides. We're going to screw them down. And then we'll add the other pieces. We're going to trace out the design. We have this newspaper here. This is our design. We're going to draw it on the newspaper first. Like that, and then we're gonna put that on top of the back of the headboard so we can cut it out before. So now we have our stencil for our pretty border for the headboard. Just gonna line it up there. Now I'm gonna take a Sharpie and use the design that we cut out and marking the board. Okay, once you're done with your half, you're gonna flip it over this way. Do the same with this side. Like this. Okay, you want to stand on it to make sure the boards are tight together, and then you're just going to screw in.
Go ahead.
Alright, so I screwed in all the screws. gonna use a wood file to file down all the edges, like this. So you don't get any splinters and it's nice and smooth. Just gonna do that for all of your edges. I am going to trace what I want on here. I'm putting Sweet Dreams. I'm using the projector, and I just connected the projector to my computer and got this. And I'm just going to use a regular pencil to trace it first. I could just fast forward this. Okay, I'm using a router now to make the edges a little bit more pretty. And I'm just gonna do the outer edge and the inside. This is obviously optional. It's more work, but it'll be a lot fancier. I'm gonna add some hearts here with the router. Just 3 little hearts. I ended up using the back side of the board because I kind of like the character of the border. So yeah, now we're gonna add designs on the inside and outside with the router. We have to add holes for the lights now, so I'm gonna mark it with a pencil first. I'm drilling pilot holes first. So pilot holes are just smaller holes, and then we're gonna go in with a bigger drill and drill it to size. Now I'm going to paint the Sweet Dreams onto the wood. This one is acrylic latex for wood. I brought it into my bedroom now, and I'm just going to put the supporting beams. I'm just going to screw it in. Are you recording? Okay, that's it. So the beams, it's just going to stand up on these beams against the wall. And then I just have to add the lights, and we're almost done. So I put it up. It looks awesome. I love it. It's kind of hard to see, but it's so pretty. Woohoo! I'll take a picture of it at night.